Queen of Hearts. Like, hearts. Thanks for clicking the video. We've got a special message at the end for you if you wouldn't mind sticking around for it. Also, it's totally free to like the video and share it with a friend, which would be so super helpful. Thanks. This is Adrian, Bumper Officer Quest. Butcher Babies. Lilith quarantine style MP4. I think this is from another live stream concert they did. Shifting gears pretty heavily. But we have some amazingly talented musicians here, so let's listen.
What's up, Europe?
Hello.
We're the Butcher Babies, and we're here to rock your fucking face.
Okay.
Welcome to my kingdom of hearts. Feed my ego with lust. Slide my fingers inside. Like a God on my skin, and now you're welcome. By the grace of my hands, taking my wonderland, where the streets made it. Doing what your poison in your skin, and now you're mine.
So this song is based on Elizabeth Bathory, a Hungarian serial killer. All right. She can cite a Meowvolent, don't make it about you. It's different. It's different. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, so this is these two singers are absolutely fantastic. Carla and remind me their names, Shadow. Carla and Capriani, take care. Have a great evening. Oh. I mean, this is Carla. She's carrying like the melody for this part. Heidi, that's it. Heidi Shepard and Carla Harvey. Yep. That's what I thought. I just didn't want to be wrong. If you don't know Bathory, read up on her. She's rumored to be the original influence of the Dracula story. I love that. We've done a lot of songs today that are kind of influenced by prolific figures. Between this one and Caruso, and earlier was the Romani story, that folk story. And it's so fun to get those influences in these songs. And I think it's my favorite way to learn about history.
Slide my fingers inside. Like a God on my skin, and now you're welcome.
Yeah, horrible woman. I could only imagine.
Taking my wonderland, where the streets made it. Doing what your poison in your skin, and now you're mine. With your dust skies who rose from the night and run. With your
Number of victims is debated, but the Guinness World Records lists her as the most prolific female murderer with non-specific numbers. So if she's influential of the Dracula story, hold on, I want to be a little more educated, so let's do this. And then, it'll help me kind of connect things with the music a little more. So Elizabeth Bathory. There she is. Hungarian serial killer. Terrifying. Here we go. Here's the Wikipedia. Countess Elizabeth Bathory de Exade was a Hungarian noblewoman and serial killer from the family of Bathory who owned land in the Kingdom of Hungary. Bathory and her 4 collaborators were accused of torturing and killing hundreds of girls and women between 1590 and 1610. So 20 years of the terrifying reign of Elizabeth Bathory. And if she inspired the Dracula story, I'm sure this was just like countless disgusting things. And what's cool is when artists can take a terrible story like that and suck you into the reality of it with the tools at their disposal. In this case, some awesome harsh vocals, some really heavy metal sounds, obviously, and revealing, culture to us in that way and history to us that way. I'm not a fan of avoiding any history, no matter how gruesome it may have been. And so this presentation is probably one of the best ways of doing it. And Carla and Heidi they already have that really strong presence as very captivating performers, very stalwart singers, and very powerful women. And so they can embody that character with a lot of conviction. So let's dive into the music. She supposedly bathed in the blood of her victims to remain young. Hence that idea of drawing it to that vampiric idea. That's crazy. It's like adrenochrome. This is very QAnon-y. I bet if I just said that, I got flagged on Twitch or something. Oh my gosh. All right, so our story here is literally they use their clean vocals and describe like the seduction process of her victims. And then whereas a lot of songs will kind of tiptoe around the reality of this situation, I really appreciate that this song digs right into the gruesome bloodbath that was this murderous woman. And they use their harsh vocals to give us that deep, dark texture. I'm so, every time, I mean, the last time we heard them and now I'm so impressed by these harsh vocals and how efficiently powerful they are. Yeah, their expressions, like I said, they're amazing performers. Just their ability to embody character while they're singing. It fits the texture of their sound a lot. So a lot of guys and girls who sing this stuff, they'll like hunch over to get their support for this, but they're creating this timbre while still maintaining perfect dramatic presence. And I really appreciate that from one performer to another. It's really awesome. Leoche, thank you for the 11 months. That's huge. Hello and welcome. I'm glad you could be here. Oh, there's also a black metal band based on her. Oh my gosh. Dude, this is so intense. It's very rare that we hear such like purposeful screams. I don't know if that's the right way of putting it. For example, like we listened to Arch Enemy earlier, and that's where Angela was singing with like screams the whole time, and it brought all this awesome energy. But when you're telling a story this way, and going back and forth between the cleans and the harsh, it's almost like that Pisces effect, right? It goes back and forth. But having a historical context in a song like this, it makes you just imagine exactly what it was. There's so much rhetoric surrounding the story that it's not like they're revealing anything to you or shocking you or surprising you with anything. It's more like they're digging vocally into that texture. They're painting a picture with their voices that is just horrifying. It's crazy. These clean vocals are so awesome because they're not like sweet clean. They're they're belting, and they're belting super high and very wide and very, it's not strained, but it's very efficient phonations, like a blade of sound. I like that imagery for this kind of phonation. The larynx is down, it is solid. They're singing super high and very clear. And it gives us, this really clear idea of kind of the imagery they're giving us. I want to start over right from the end of that last chorus. It's this demented text. They're delivering this demented text about, like, I am you, you are me, let's paint this town red. Like, she is talking about as if she's about to murder these children and bathe in their blood, but it's more about that. It's like they're coming together. It's like they're connecting. But in reality, it's just this dark idea. I'm going to read through the lyrics. Get ready for this. Welcome to my kingdom of hearts. Feed my ego with lust. Slide my fingers inside and spread you like war paint on my skin. And now you're welcome by the grace of my hands. Take in my wonderland where the streets painted red. Fill me with your poison in my skin. And now you're mine. Cover me with your youth and beauty. Your death stings. A rose in bloom, now faded red. Cover me with your youth. Bow down. I am Valissa, the queen of hearts. Kiss the rings. Agapame, the queen of hearts. The faithful grab the holes in their chest. Spill the blood of my blood. I stain the rouge on my face. Bathe me in your crimson. The story of your life ends now. Your life flows circles around. We are one in this blood sea. Let's paint the town red. Your heartbeat muffled in my hands. This is where they are now. I am you and you are me. Let's paint the town red. It gets more and more demented as time goes on. And it straddles this line between, like, I am a person in a higher status than you. You should be honored for me doing this. You're helping me be my best self. It's so dark. Yep, that's the right time to use this emote. When you think about the context it fits, it's telling a story, right? Getting to know historical characters and terrible people through music. Literally Queen of Hearts. Like, hearts. Vasilisa, the Queen of Hearts. Bow down. What's interesting is that all of Heidi's screams, she puts them into those ah vowel places. The lyrics actually suit that, and it's the way she sings. Bow down, I'm Queen of Vasilisa, the Queen of Hearts. If you figure out a way to make this kind of scream, it requires a really specific laryngeal position, a really specific place for the voice to be. And because you're not actually creating enough resonance in the first and second formants to actually define the actual vowel to the listener, it doesn't actually matter. You'll have an easier time creating some consonants and then implying the text. What's interesting also is that Carla is also singing the text, so it tells you as a listener what she's singing and it lets you actually understand it better. It's really clear articulation on the consonants, and then the scream is so well produced that you don't really need to articulate the vowels specifically. She doesn't need to make like an E or an I or whatever. It's all an It's just a way of formatting it. Similarly to how we figure out how to get through the passaggio and sing and belt high and that kind of thing, you find the vowel position that works, and then you just kind of buy into it that way. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hey there, I hope you enjoyed checking out our coach analysis and reactions today. Your support really does mean so much. We've been posting content here on YouTube for almost a year now, and the growth of this channel would not be possible without music lovers and singers like yourself. Now, if you haven't already, it would be awesome to see you in our Discord server, discord.gg/bigbrainsinger, where you can hang out with and chat with other like-minded music enthusiasts. With all the growth we've seen in recent months, we have started planning a ton of really big community projects coming up. And we're actually looking for passionate individuals to help us work on social media marketing and video editing. If you have any interest in helping the community, and those are some things you're interested in specifically, I'd love to hear from you. You can either find me on Discord or email me at charlie@bigbrainsinger.com. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.